Oh, yeah, Brock Purdy, that's right. He was so cool. God, I love that guy. He was badass. I don't even want to do the show anymore. I want to talk about Brock Purdy with you. You and me right now, sister. Go 49ers. Go Bears. I'll tell you, this is what okay, a couple things about the NFL. Number one, I support all the players. Number two, I hate the owners, and I hate the NFL, especially Roger Goodell. That guy's an asshole, and I don't mind saying that. But here's one great thing that the NFL does. You know, at the end of it, like at the Super Bowl, when the team like that wins the Super Bowl, instantly they have the jersey that says Super Bowl champs 2023. You know, it'll be like the 49ers this year. You know what I'm saying? And whoever they lost to, there's always like the loser gear. And I remember when I was younger, I used to go, how do they know who the winner is? It's got to be fixed. But then I read and figured out. You Google it. They make shirts for both teams. So whoever wins, they have the winner gear. And then that loser gear, they don't burn. They actually donate it to impoverished countries, which I thought was a very nice thing that the NFL teams do. But the problem with that is like they donate the stuff to like if there's like a war-torn country or if there's like a tsunami or like the poorest country in the world, this country Burundi, they're the poorest country for like 100 years. They literally don't have nothing there. They don't have shoes. They have nothing. So the NFL will donate all the loser gear to this country. So for 4 years in a row, that poor country thought the Buffalo Bills was the greatest dynasty in Super Bowl history. They were like, Jim Kelly, baby. Thurman Thomas, they had no idea. They were click-clacking with nothing, no shoes. Yeah. So that's the funny thing, that there's countries that'll get the loser gear, and they like fucking come from Burundi to America like, where's my bills? Sorry, buddy. You got no food and you got no Super Bowl trophies. You're fucked up. You should have been from Nigeria. They have some food there. And last year, it was really nice that last year the Super Bowl, they try and do really cool things. And last year they had the big flyover with the Blue Angels, and they had only women fly the Blue Angels. And people were just like, this is amazing. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Let's hear it for women. They can fly planes too. I'm like, yeah. I laugh because they make like it's a big fucking deal. Like women, they've fucking been flying planes forever. You ever hear of Amelia Earhart? Like, you know what I'm saying? They fucking shit on women like it's... I can't stand when they shit on women, make it like it's a big deal. Oh, it's a flyover. They're actually doing it. Like, the stupid thing is when the planes fly over, you can't even tell it's a woman. It doesn't have her name on the side of the plane. It's like it's a female plane. So I don't know. The only I did realize after about halfway over the stadium that women were flying because they all had their blinker on and not one of them turned. I was like, where are they going? Where are these bitches going? Hey, listen. I'm not the one that said all women drivers are bad. It's my mom who said that. My mom says that all the time. My mom's a horrible driver. And she goes, Sean, all women drivers are bad. I'm like, maybe it's just you, Mom. And then I say, pull over. I'll Uber. My dog, Bojack, who I love so much, 17 years old. And he's getting to that point where he's old. And me and my wife, we knew something, like we should take him to the vet and have him checked out because he just didn't seem right. He didn't seem himself. And the vet, take him back in the little room, comes back out, and he had this look on his face like, I was like, oh, this isn't going to be good. And the vet's like, yeah, unfortunately, Bojack, he's not really himself. It turns out he identifies as a female cat. And transition surgery for your dog to be a cat is $25,000. And if I don't pay for this, I'm a transphobe. So we just put him down. It was unfortunate. We just put Bojack down. I couldn't take it. No, here's the thing. Poor Bojack was 17, and he had dementia, and he wasn't right. And so we knew that we had to put him down, and we took him to the vet, and like, yeah, he's just his quality of life. And I'll say this. If you have a pet and you have to put them down, it's very difficult. And you'll know the right time. But I'll tell you what, don't take them to the vet to do it. You can have people, they actually come to your house, and it's so beautiful and so humane. They, like, right in my living room, we were able to put Bojack down. It was just, we were, like, holding him, and he was, like, facing this way, and then the door opened up, and these two guys came in sharkskin suits with a 22. They popped him once behind the ear. Bojack didn't even know. He was like... He thought he was going to be a made man with the Lucchese crime family. Next thing you know, he's like, come on, it was... They played Layla, and there was a voiceover from Ray Liotta. It was beautiful. Joey Carbone was falling frozen, so still okay. All right. All right. Focus up. We did have to porch. It's been like 6 weeks. I still cry over the poor guy, but it's my cat. Now she's freaking out because every once in a while she just won't come out of the closet for like 4 days. She'll just hide in there, and she's like, "Where the fuck is he?" And am I next? Like my cat's a little nervous. I keep having to convince her, like, "You're okay. You're okay." Bojack was 17. You're only 4. Poor cat. All right. Well, we have a wonderful show. I don't know what else to talk about. I don't care. I don't think I have anything else I really give a shit about right now. Support the troops. I'll say that. Support all troops. Girl Scouts, dance troops, the Iraqi troops. Support them all. Stupid. That was stupid. I think you should just support women and support women's rights. There's a lot of women in this room. And if I ever want to know anything about a woman or woman's rights, I go right to a woman and I ask them. And last time I had a curious question about a woman's rights, it was abortion. And I found the number one woman. I walked right up to her and I said, "Excuse me, Caitlyn Jenner, what do you think about abortion?" Bastard didn't have anything for me. All right. We have a wonderful show, and we're going to kick it off with this first comedian who's he's going to blow out the room for a good 8 to 10 minutes and show us what real comedy is, and then he's going to leave here and go. He's going to go from do bestest to do better. So he's going to do a step down. What the fuck, bro? Kidding. This is the warm up for that show. You're gonna figure out what's going to kill there. I don't know what that room looks like. I don't think it's as intimate as this. The stage is over here, and everybody's way on this side and the other side of a wall. I heard. And it's really loud, and they don't listen there. And they're all smoking. And they only like white people, too, I heard there. So I'm not saying it's going to be bad, but you might, I'm just saying. I don't know. I heard some things about it. I don't go there. It's at the end of my street. They don't like Jews. I won't walk in that place. I'm a Jew. I'm kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being a super wise ass. And Brandy Bigley, I love you, and I love Do Better Comedy. All right. I'm real thrilled that Mr. Patel is here, and he offered to kick off the show. Like I said, he's double dipping tonight. So if you think he's hot now, you can hightail out of here and follow him down the street and watch him do it all over again at the Womack. Otherwise, you can wait till tomorrow and just watch the live feed on the repeat on YouTube. Please put your hands together for one of our favorite hot shit matinee idol young men, Mr. Saavan Patel. I did 15.
Hi. Hello. How are you? How's everyone doing? Good. All right. Did you mean that? Yeah. You guys ever feel annoyed that you have to say you're fine? You know what I mean? Like, you ever feel like you just want to be honest, be like, "Hey, I'm not doing so great," but like, we don't have to talk about it. It's like, "Yeah, I'm doing horrible, but have a nice day." I just want to be honest. No, I'm doing pretty fine. I love being here. This is my favorite place to do comedy. It's I never thought I'd be able to do stand-up inside of a haunted house, but no, I love being here so much. My name's Saavan, for those who don't know. It's a foreign name. No one can get it right. So I just developed an alias. Like, every time I go get takeout, I always say, "I'm here to pick up an order for Sam." And they know. They know I'm lying. Everyone knows this space doesn't belong to Sam. But they appreciate it, They're like, "Thank you for lying, Sam. I don't know what your real name is, but I was going to mess it up." I'm like, "It's fine. Don't worry about it. My name's Harichandra Mukherjee. Figure it out." I'm not going to do that, I'm just trying to get my fried rice, that's all. I just embrace whatever I get. Like, I give people one chance, and whatever they say, that's who I am. Like, my name's Saavan. Was that solvent? Yep, you nailed it. Doesn't matter. That's what I did for roll call in high school. Saavan, here. Savannah, here. Saddam, Allahu Akbar. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm Indian. Thank you very much. We love to own motels. One person knows about this. Everyone else pay attention. It's a fun little stereotype. I want to spread it around, so tell your friends. Okay? We even have our own catchphrase that goes like this: hotels, motels, patels. It's completely true, if you can use that if you want. I grew up in a motel. It wasn't like a fancy one. It was pretty rundown. That's how you know the difference between a hotel and a motel. Like, at a hotel, you get room service. At a motel, you get serviced in your room. You rent by the hour, you pay in cash. If you got that joke, you're disgusting. I'm kidding. No. It is kind of weird, though, because you have to pretend like you don't know what's going on. You know, like people will come in, they're like, hey, can I get a room for 3 hours? And we're like, yeah, that'll be $45. And then they go in and they come back out 20 minutes later, and you're just like, oh, we gotta wash everything. Like, but I support sex workers. I'm not trying to shame anybody. It's weird growing up Indian. The first time I ever had an identity crisis was in 3rd grade. I was in school and we were learning about the Indians, and all my friends were asking me, like, so Saavan, what tribe are you part of? And I didn't want to look like an idiot, so I was like, Cherokee. That sounds like something my parents have said before. Yeah, I'm 100% Cherokee. And then I went home and I asked my parents, I was like, guys, what tribe are we part of? And they're like, we come from a line of sugarcane farmers. I went to school the next day and I see that sugarcane farmers is nowhere in the textbook. So I just told everyone for the rest of 3rd grade that I was a sugarcane farmer from the Cherokee tribe. How and namaste. I didn't know what else to do. I was also bullied in school until I realized I went to a black school, so it doesn't count. They refer to it as roasting. Every day during roll call, the teacher would call my name and all the kids would make the sound of an explosion. You would Saavan, here, and everybody would go. And it hurt, but it was funny, I won't lie. And that's when I realized, like, oh, this isn't bullying, this is roasting. I just have to do it back to them. So the next time I was prepared. Next time they hit me with, hey, Kumar, make sure you don't go crazy and blow up our school. And I was like, all right, okay, Lamontre. Make sure you don't go crazy and join the NBA. He's like, that's not roasting. I'm like, I'm trying, okay? Please be my friend. Girls always used to like me in school. Girls out here really like me. They always think I'm exotic. You know, they're like, oh my God, you're Indian. That's so exotic. I'm like, yeah, in Arizona. You know, like it doesn't take much. You just need like 2% more melanin, and yeah, you're exotic. But yeah, people always say I do well with women. I'm sorry for bragging, but I haven't had sex in 5 years. I'm sure that'd be very difficult for you, but for me, I don't even have to try. That's how easy it is. Your body changes when you go without sex for that long. Like, I have superpowers now, all right? My 3rd eye is opening. I was levitating in my room the other day. My sense of smell is heightened. I can smell a period from a month away. Some of you are late. I'm glad you caught that. No, I don't know. I'm a fun time, you know. Like, I'm tall. I can dance. I have really nice feet. I have really nice feet. Like, if I take these off, you better watch yourself. They're very clean. They're huge, size 13. And you know what they say about big feet? I eat ass. I'm kidding. I don't eat ass. I can't eat ass. I'm a germaphobe. I don't wanna guess what you had for dinner last night. That's not. All right, this is a dirty crowd. You guys don't like it at all. I support sex workers, though. No, I can't eat ass. I'm a germaphobe. Being a germaphobe is a huge cock block. I was on a date with this girl a couple months ago. It's completely true, and it was going pretty well. We were in her car fooling around, and she goes, I would really like it if you licked your fingers. And I said, I would really like some hand sanitizer. And the date was over right there. You don't have to feel bad. That's okay. I don't know. I'm very vanilla. You know, like I haven't dated a lot, so I just became super vanilla. Like people like to talk about their favorite positions. They're like, I love doggy. I love cowgirl or the magic bullet. I'm like, I like cuddling on the couch. That's where I start. Is this making you uncomfortable? I'm like, this is... Kinks, people like to talk about their kinks. Like, my biggest kink is choking, spitting, BDSM. I'm like, my biggest kink is consent. If a woman utters the phrase, is this okay? I might come instantly. It's true. I had to Google sex positions for that joke. Yeah. You guys know what the magic bullet is? Yeah? All right. All right. Guess I'm the only virgin in here. All right. Whatever. Dirty people. No. My problem is that I really like going for toxic girls. That's why I'm in therapy. The first time I ever dated a girl, she told me that if I ever left her, she would kill herself. Yeah, I was like, man, my dick is amazing. Like, you can make a girl come, but I can make her end her life. You understand? You know what they say, once you go brown, it all goes down. And by the way, spoiler alert, she lied. She's doing fine. She's not even close to being dead. Good for her. I'm the one who's in therapy. My second relationship, I was with this girl who, she cheated on me on April Fool's Day. Yeah, don't cheat if you don't have to. If you have to, it's fine, but try not to. Because now all I want is for him to cheat on her with me. I'm not gay, but for that kind of revenge, I could make an exception. You guys ever feel like we should just normalize cheating? Nope, not at all. All right, that's normalize cheating. No, right? Okay. It just feels so like people do it so often that I'm like, maybe we should just expect it. Like cheating to me is like drunk driving. Like we all know we're not supposed to do it. But is that going to be enough to stop you? All right, not a lot of alcoholics in here. Really, no one's ever driven drunk. That's a lie. Don't. A few times, exactly. Don't drive drunk. I'm not advocating that. But yeah, I go to therapy. Anybody here go to therapy? Yeah? That's nice. What's your biggest trauma? No, I'm kidding. Don't answer that. I go to therapy because I have immigrant parents. It's a package deal. You get to grow up in the promised land, but every day you want to kill yourself. That's the trade-off. That's the trade-off. It's very expensive. Therapy is very expensive. I can afford it because I just gave up my entire social life. Like I just go to work, I go get food, and then I go home. And that's pretty much it. In fact, you guys are the only people I've talked to today, so thanks for being here. No, I go to therapy. Something happened. I don't know if something happened recently that like it made me more jaded than I am. Like, do you guys ever have something happen where like you have no choice but to just not care about it? Like it just happened and you have to move on? No, all right, this is what happened to me. I was at home, I was just reading a book, and the fire department shows up, and they're like, they knock on my door, and they're like, hey, did you call us? I was like, no. Like, aren't you apartment 104? I was like, yes. They're like, do you live alone? I was like, I hope so. And they're like, okay, well, sorry to bother you. And they just left. And I just had to be like, oh, all right, so I guess someone else's house just burned down. Right, like in a parallel universe, that was me that just died, but just go back to reading. But yeah, I go to therapy. I've got depression and generalized anxiety disorder. It's a great combination, so it cancels each other out. You know, like anxiety means you have way too much energy in your body all the time, and depression means you don't use any of it. It's like snorting a bunch of cocaine and then going to bed. I feel like depression is the common cold of mental illness. You know, like you're probably gonna get it at some point. You don't want to be around people who have it. And chances are someone you love gave it to you. It's also underdiagnosed, you know. I think a lot of people have it and they don't realize. Here's a good way to tell. If you're ever on an airplane and you're not scared, talk to somebody. Right? If the plane is hitting extreme turbulence and you're cool as a cucumber, get help. It's not normal. It gets better. I like therapy. I go to therapy. I think a lot of people should go to therapy. I think it can benefit everyone. I think Christians should go to therapy. Any Christians here tonight? Are you scared to admit? Okay. I'm not going to shit on your religion. I'm just saying that Confessionals, they're the same thing. All right, you just walk into a room and talk to someone about the negative thoughts in your brain. A therapist is just a priest who can get you drugs. And like, what troubles you? What troubles you, my child? Well, sometimes I think about killing myself. Oh, 4 Hail Marys and some Prozac, you're good to go. It's a little bit too dark for you guys? All right. I'm working on it. My anxiety is getting a lot better. Stand-up gives me anxiety, but now this is like a good anxiety. You know, like it's very scary, but it still feels really good. It's like anal. Keeping things spicy. Are you guys together? No. No? No. I don't know. I'm doing all right though. I'm trying to get out there and date more. I actually downloaded this Indian dating app. It's called Tinduri. How it works is you match with someone and then you just get married. That's expedited arranged marriage. Anybody here on the dating apps? No? Unfortunately? Why? What was? Do you have a bad experience? It sucks? Why? Everybody's weird? Why are you on it then? What's the weirdest like experience you've had on a dating app? Miserable the whole.
He was like, this bar sucks. Where we're sitting sucks. This drink sucks. This sucks. And I was like, oh my god, this sucks.
Okay, that does sound like it sucks. But why would you go on a date just to complain? All right, well, hold on. Why did you go on the date though? What was the thing that you were like, oh, I got to give this guy a chance? I don't remember. You're just horny. That makes sense. I get it. I don't get it, but I get it. No, it's hang in there. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay. I'm sure you look you're stunning. I'll leave you guys with this. The first time I ever saw a gun was here in Phoenix. Don't laugh. That's an excellent segue. I was at work, and this guy comes in, immediately pissed off. He's like, I'm so mad. I went to the Phoenix Zoo the other day, and they told me I couldn't bring my gun with me. Don't you think that's bullshit? I was like, yes. Like, why are you asking me? A gun is a lot like a vagina. If you have one, I'll say whatever you want me to say. I want 0 hiccups in this interaction. All right, my name is Saavan Patel. Thank you guys for being here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Patel, let's hear for that hot shit right there. Saavan, good luck over at the Womack, brother. Thank you so much, man. I guarantee if you stay here tonight, you could bang 4 out of these 5 broads if you go to the Womack. Those 2 girls who run there are lesbians. You'll still be a virgin. You're still going to be a virgin tonight, bro. Stay here for pussy, go there for nothing. I'm kidding. Saavan, I love you, brother. Get there safe. I'll be in touch. Mr. Patel, let's hear for one more time. Mr. Saavan Patel. Sovereign Nation, I love you, buddy. Poor good-looking young kid like that can't get pussy and is in therapy. Somebody suck that kid's dick right now. God damn it. These kids today with their anxiety. You know what gives you anxiety? Talking in front of people. I remember I used to think, why do I drink? I used to drink before shows because I was nervous. I realized, I'm standing in front of people talking. That's why I'm nervous. Once you get over that, you're not nervous no more. The only time I get nervous now is I'm like, God damn it, where am I going to bury this body? Is anyone looking? Gilgo Beach was a good place to hide bodies. Folks, we've got a wonderful show. No one knows Gilgo Beach. Do you guys know what Gilgo Beach is? You didn't hear about that? The serial killer they found? Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. I just think it's funny to go, the Gilgo Beach killer. So, like you mentioned a serial killer, and people are just like, who? I'm like, the guy that was killing hookers? Okay. I talked about killing hookers earlier, sir. You don't kill hookers, do you? That wasn't assuring. Ma'am, are you safe? Blink if you're not. I don't feel safe right now. I don't feel safe right now. I don't feel safe, ma'am. I'm just kidding. Good evening. How are you? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, my parents just showed up. Not my parents, just my dad's dead. He's not coming to this show. Cat's in the house. It's funny. My dad was an asshole. Hey, we do have these vapes we were passing around. This one's medical meth, and this one's fentanyl. And they got CBDs and pine sulfur terps if you guys want to hit. I bought these on the street. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, come to the stage now. It's one of my all-time favorite comedians of all time, who I love dearly, and lives out in the East Valley. So we're trying to get him on semi-early so he can get home because he's got to wake up early because he's very responsible. I know, but I said, dude, do what you want and take all the time you need because I think we do have a comic that canceled. So we're just going to let everyone do whatever the fuck they want tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for one of our all-time favorites, Mr. Joseph Gangemi.
What's up, Brigett? Oh, thank you. I fucking love this room more than anything. I'm so happy to be here. Also, if you think Sean is playing around when he talks about his vape pens and where he gets them and what is in them, it's not a fucking joke. I hit one of those things once, and I'm an avid weed smoker, and I feel like I'm at the Womack. The carpets are purple. I lost my beer for a second over here because it was in the dark. I was like, oh no, where'd my beer go? And then like a minute later, I was like, why is my hand cold? I was like, oh. This isn't a fucking game to Sean, all right? Anyways, I have questions before we start. Who impaled the teddy bear on the pike out front? What the fuck is the message there? Hey, teddy bears, we don't play this fluffy shit? Like, it's... What kind... Who's sending this message, and what problem have we had with teddy bears? Yeah. Why? Again, I'm just real confused. Also, give it up for your waitress, everybody. She's the best. Oh, no, my portfolios. She's got that amazing accent. We love her. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know where it's from, but it's fun. I'm so glad you guys are here to have fun, because does anybody else just like want to fuck around? Yeah, like people come up here and they have jokes they've tailored and crafted and written for months. But I've been really busy lately. I'm stressed the fuck out. I just kind of want to fuck around. Maybe like some light mischief. Does anybody want to get into some light mischief? Yeah? All right. What's your favorite form of light mischief? Oh, fucking A, dude. I thought you were going to say ding dong ditch or like unscrewing the salt cap. Your girlfriend that you brought from tennis practice, how does she feel about your donkey show comment? How does she feel about this? I was watching a documentary and they were talking about the donkey shows in Tijuana, and they were going around, they're like, no, it's really common, like people down here, that's not a big deal. And so they went into it, it's not. They went into a bar and they just were like, hey, has anyone here ever had sex with a donkey? And all these dudes were just like, woo! They fucking lit up like it was Christmas. And then the documentarian, she asked him, she's like, so how does the donkey feel about this? And this dude's fucking real response was, hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. Oh, fucking so funny. Oh, my God. Thank you. I needed this. Oh, my God. I've been so fucking stressed out. This is fun. This feels good.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
You know, this show started off as a donkey show originally.
I wouldn't doubt it. Look at, I think the remnants of the show, I think somebody might have left some I don't know if we need to get a black light or what, but looks pretty obvious, bro. I used to have my picture on this wall. You could just put it. It's fine. Dude, I need this. This is so good. I've been so stressed out at work. I've been having work dreams. Have you guys ever had dreams about work? And it's so fucking annoying because you've already been at work, and then you have that fucking dream about work. I was so bad. My wife the other night, that I wake up and she's like, "Man, you were on one last night." I was like, "Yeah, sorry, I've been stressed." And she's like, "You were yelling about some email that somebody said they sent, but then they didn't send it. And then you were just like, 'Oh yeah, well here's your fucking application to AutoZone, you piece of shit.'" And she was like, "So I tried to roll you over and was like, 'Babe, you gotta relax.' And you went, 'I did everything right, and they still indicted me.'" And then I started laughing. And in case you're like a Trump person, I'm not like making fun of, I could give a fuck about that guy. But also I could give a fuck about like almost anybody. Like you could throw Biden off the back of a Carnival cruise in the Atlantic and I'd be like, "I'm gonna go about my Tuesday. I don't know what the fuck to tell you." Like, none of these people have really done anything for me except for like rolling back affirmative action and women's rights. Like that does benefit. I don't support it. But it definitely does, like, but it does benefit me. Like, but fuck all these hypocrites. Even Kid Rock got photographed drinking a Bud Light after his big Bud Light boycott. What a fucking hypocrite. You would think a grown man that gave himself the nickname Kid would have more integrity. Like this, not very ba with the ba kid, you know? Fuck that guy. I got some good news today. Me and my wife, we've been trying to have a kid for like a long time. And so we've been going through like the IVF process. And we had a meeting with the doctor today. And good news, no, she's not pregnant, but it's not my fault. The whole time, my wife was like, "Well, does he drink too much? Does he smoke too?" And the doctor was just like, "No, actually, that doesn't seem to be the issue we're having at all." And I was just behind her like, "Thank you. Let's go, King." Oh, it's the best. I love my wife, though. She's awesome. I would do anything for her. The other day in bed, she called me daddy. But I didn't have a father growing up, so I don't know what like the love and affection of a father is supposed to be like. So I just got confused, and I was like, "Do you want me to leave? Like, I'll go get cigarettes and never come back, bitch. What the fuck are we talking about?" No, I would do anything for my wife. She likes to fall asleep to white noise. So every night before bed, I make sure to turn on old episodes of Friends and let her sleep. She's been having like these crazy, vivid dreams lately, like these really hardcore, intense dreams, which means the first 45 minutes of my day are hearing about shit that did not happen. She'll be like, "Oh my God," and then I was at my cousin's house, but it was actually like, didn't look like his house, but it was like this nicer, and then there was this dog the size of the room, like, "Oh, that's crazy," and didn't fucking happen. I have to get ready for work. Why are we still talking about this? I feel like even like at Martin Luther King's famous "I Have a Dream" speech, when he was like, "I had a dream," a lot of people in the audience were just like, "Okay, here we fucking go." Yeah, I didn't wish racism was real either, but guess what? It's a fucking dream. God, dude. It's just not real. Shut up. On my way here tonight, I had to get gas, and it asked me to put in my phone number, and then it said, loyalty or no loyalty. And I was like, that's kind of a fucking harsh statement to make as I'm trying to buy gas, and it was loyalty to fries. I wasn't even out of fries. I was at a fucking Circle K. Why do I have loyalty? I have loyalty to Circle K maybe, but not fries. And no loyalty? That's not me. Fuck you guys. Did you guys hear they're making the yellow M&M trans just to piss off the red one? Yeah, you know how you make an M&M trans? Well, the yellow ones are the ones with the nuts in them. So what you do is you put them in between your teeth, and you crack them in half, and you pull out the nut. And turns out I've been an M&M trans doctor. It's my favorite way to eat M&Ms. Also, I appreciate this lady checking Instagram on light mode. All right, chill out. You can put it in dark mode. You know what I mean? You're a cow. Come on, bro. Anyways. If you guys can't tell, I'm wearing fat guy Spanx, which is just when you wear underwear and an undershirt that is 2 sizes smaller than what you currently are wearing. So it's just like, yeah, I wear an extra large shirt, but my undershirt is a medium. That's fat guy Spanx. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Get home at the end of the night and you're walking around like a baby, your belly button exposed. How much easier would it have been if Bruce Banner was just the Credible Hulk? You know? He would have just been like, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. He'd be like, yeah, I buy that. That checks out. Yeah, I'll leave. And then everything would have just been squashed. All right, I'll work on it. I'm a manager at work. I work for a job where I find adults with disabilities good paying jobs, because those that can't do teach, right? But they made me manager recently, which is tough. I don't really like being in charge of people, but I get to do all the hiring and firing, which is fun. I recently got a resume, came across my desk. It was a young, motivated woman who's excited about building up her community in, hold on, fuck, I fucked that up. I know, it was. Also, I love dogs. I pet that dog. That dog's great. The idea of a giant German Shepherd in Briggett's is like a real throwback to the fucking heyday of Briggett's. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to stab me. My fucking dog is here. Anyways, I've been doing this show for a long time. Young, motivated woman working on socialist behaviors. And I was like, okay, someone's still feeling the burn, you know? But no, I think she just meant like she wanted to work on like social skills. As she went, like I read through her resume, but it was confusing because it was like, imagine living in this girl's head, you know? She's like, I want to build up my community, so I guess I'm a communist. I think it's important to stay in shape, which is why I'm such an avid exorcist. But my true passion is rapping, you know what I mean? Nothing I love more than being a rapist. All right. I'm going to get out of here. But before I do, you guys have been really fun. I really appreciate this. I just want you all to stay safe. It's kind of crazy out there. Me and my wife were almost involved in a mass shooting earlier this year. So just be safe out there. We were in New York, and we were in Times Square, and we got back to our hotel, and the news came on, 8 people shot in mass shooting. I was like, oh, my God. My first thought was that could have been us, you know? But my second thought was, is 8 people really a mass? Like, obviously, it's more people than we want being shot. I'm not saying we want people shot. But when I hear mass, I just think of, like, a really big number. And 8 feels more like a group. You know what I mean? Like, it's not good. We don't want anybody being shot. But, like, where do you draw the line, you know? Like, a person got shot. 2 people, couple people got shot. It's not good. Nobody likes it. 3 people would be a few. 4 people, that's way too many people to be shot, but that could be a double date that went wrong. Like, that's not a mass. My mom always said 5 was a handful, so that's a handful of people got shot. 6, that's a lot of people. to be shot at one time. Like, that's a tragedy. But you could play Monopoly with 6 people. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a mass. That's a board game. 7, you don't want to use that. That's lucky. 8 is what it was. But, like, I feel like you could go to a restaurant and get seated without a reservation with 8 people. They're not going to be like, we have a mass for the section in the back. Like, that's a group. You know what I mean? Probably don't want to use 9. That's an odd number. That feels weird. But like 10, okay? So 10. 10 people being shot at one time. Obviously terrible. 10 dead bullet-riddled bodies just stacked on top of each other. You'd be like, that is a fucking mass of people. You know what I mean? So maybe if we can up the number for mass shootings from 8 to 10, we can do something about the amount of mass shootings in this country. Like, it's an epidemic out here, people. It's serious. And yeah, group shootings are going to go through the fucking roof, obviously. But it's about perspective. It's about how you see things. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a great night.
Mr. Joseph Gangemi, Mr. Gangemi. Yes, sir. Helping out, doing something, solving problems, and making people laugh. Joe Gangemi, let's hear for that son of a bitch right there. Hey, Joe. Where are you going with that gun in your hand? Hey, Joe. I can't believe I just did that. I know, it just came out. Like, it just came out. It's like I couldn't stop myself. I just realized. I will say this. You're funny. I love you dearly. And I hate to just, like when people hear something, but you said like a reservation, you know what I mean? Like, you can get sat without a reservation. This is a true story. So about a reservation. And you can do this because it's wicked fucking funny. So when I first met Christy, our first date, we went out to Monty's in Tempe, that Mexican restaurant. It's no longer there. And there was a wait. And it was like the first date with my now wife, who I love dearly with all my heart and soul. But our first date, and this is what I did. I wanted to show her that I was funny because I was like, yeah, I'm a comedian. I'll do something funny. So we go in, and there was a wait. And the guy goes, yeah, is there a name for the party? You know, name on your reservation? Yeah, they asked that, right? But I tried to be clever, so I go, yeah, last name Papa. He goes, what? I go, Papa. Last name Papa. 2. Papa. And I just walked away. And she's looking at me like, what the fuck is he doing? And I'm like so confident this is going to work. But Christy's looking at me like, his last name's McCarthy. The fuck is Papa? And then like within 8 minutes, you hear the guy go, Papa party for 2? And I go, what's this guy, fucking stutter? I killed myself. She lost it. She's like, you're an asshole. You set that guy up. Do that all the time. It makes people laugh. And plus, you can make fun of the host that way. All right. Without any further ado, this next hot shit coming to the stage. She's our resident comedian for the month of August, and we're thrilled that she's here, and she's funny as fuck. And she was also excited by the dog at the bar because she is a dog lover, too. And she probably trained the dog and wrestled it down to its finer, controlled self because you have adaptable skills and are amazing human. I have a wonderful touch with animals, from what I hear. She's a female Tarzan, folks. She can talk to guinea pigs. And when I was younger, I asked my dad, I said, Dad, can I have $5? I want to get a guinea pig. He said, here's 10. Get yourself a nice Irish girl. Ladies and gentlemen, stupid jokes my dad loved. All right. This next young lady I love dearly, and she's wicked funny, and I'm thrilled that she's here. And she is a dog lover and an animal lover. Our resident comedian for August, please put your hands together for the very funny Miss Julia Eyerly.
Sometimes I'm running so late, I almost kind of hope I get in a car accident. Like not a real bad one, right? But like just bad enough to have a really nice selfie from Traction. Oh, sorry. I was gonna be on time. I totally was. I for sure left on time. I was absolutely not showering 3 minutes after I was supposed to leave. No. Just got a little fender bender. Not my fault. I have ADHD, like, for real. Not like, oh, sometimes I lose my keys. Like, no. Researching typewriters for 3 hours in the middle of the workday, wondering why I can't hold down a fucking job. So so I have a lot of trouble like being on time and like pacing myself, and like I'm smart. Like I passed the CPA exam the first time. I just bullshitted my way through that thing. Like some people never pass it, but like I would rather be able to sit on command at my desk. Like I don't have the temperament to do like 60 hours of accounting work. So I get, really behind on my work, right? And then I'm living on coffee for 3 days, trying to get this stuff done. I'm like, you know what? Sleep's not going to get this done, but diarrhea might. And then I'm dealing with these, really regimented accounting types. And I love my job, but like it's just not, my personality. And so I'm dealing with these really regimented accounting types. I'm like, Christy, just because your entire personality is answering emails, that doesn't mean that I need 50 more reminders about this stuff that I already know that I have to do. Like, just, I don't know, maybe get a personality. It's just a thought. Just a thought. But it pisses me off so bad. Now I'm working on my time management out of spite. Just because I don't want to hear about it. I'm going to win through time management. It's always got to be competitive. It's always got to be a fight. But now it's about time management in accounting. As long as I'm winning and someone else is losing, that's what really matters. Speaking of my stable personality, we're going to talk about my dog. I am a dog lover. I didn't know that. I didn't know that I was a dog lover. I was always a cat person. I still love cats. But we bought a house, and there was an empty backyard, and I'm like, obviously it needs a dog. And this was a fixer-upper house. We're doing the tile in this house when I decide we need a dog. Because I like to take a stressful situation and just keep adding on to it until somebody snaps. So I'm like, okay, what kind of dog do I want? I know they're all a little different. Okay, I want a guard dog. We met some pit bulls. I'm like, these are too mellow. So we ratcheted it up a few notches, and we go with the classic best dog for first-time dog owners, the Rescue Doberman. I've come to the conclusion that most of my problems in life are me. Okay, so we get this dog. He's 4 years old. We're his 5th home in a year. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. And I swear, I don't say this lightly, I swear he had PTSD. He was like Rambo in First Blood. When they're trying to shave him in the jail, they put that nightstick across his neck, and he kicks his way out through like 7 cops. That's my dog in Petco grooming. So he's 86th from Petco for life. But in his defense, when I picked him up, he said, they drew first blood. So that was their fault. Yeah. I never thought I was a dog person, and then we had this dog, and he decided that I was his favorite. And there's just something cool about a dog that could kill you and decides not to. Decides that you're the best thing since sliced bread. It's there's nothing like it. So he dies 2 months ago, and I'm like, okay, I would have done anything for this dog. Like, if a vet told me he needed braces, I would have done it. He's yawning, and I'm like, are your molars a little crooked in the back? Next thing I know, I'm going to be like, Solly Bear, hold still. Mama's got to get your rubber bands in. Did you eat your headgear again? I'm running out of money, bub. We're on subscribe and save couches at this point. I think Dobermans are like the whole reason that it's acceptable to have a porch couch. Just squeeze a few more months out of that thing. I found this old video where he's sitting on one of our couches before we gave up having couches. The back cushions are just fucking gone. The bottom ones, there's duct tape on them, and he's sitting on a duct tape cushion eating paper money. If that doesn't represent what it was like to have this dog for 8 years, I don't know what does. But he would just follow me around, just be like, what are we doing, Mom? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? It was awesome. So he dies 2 months ago, and I'm like, okay, that was an amazing experience. So glad I did that. I got a little break now, you know? Project Dog, amazing experience. I don't need to do that again soon, right? Then yesterday, okay, I didn't get a dog, but it was close. I'm on the county animal shelter website, and my finger just involuntarily is clicking on rescue Belgian Malinois. What am I doing? I clicked on 2 of them. Then I was like, no, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Why would I do that? Back. How about this husky? You know, the last dog didn't scream in the house enough. What about this one? Can we go up from a rescue Doberman? Can we go up from there? It's like, I'm already overstimulated. Let's just ratchet that up a few more notches. So I'm using like all of my decision-making power to not get a rescue Belgian Malinois. So I've got like major decision fatigue. I always do. And so I'm cleaning out drawers, like old coupons, and I'm like, I hope these are expired because I don't want to decide if I'm actually going to shop for this thing. Like it's expired. Oh, thank God. Now I don't have to run another errand and decide between 56 allegedly different hot pink nail polishes. That's another joke, but I'm bitter about it. Okay, I got a few other like shorter ones, a few different topics. People say they hate organized religion, some people. I feel like those people have never been part of a church Christmas play. I would love to see some actually organized religion. Like, they should just call it the annual holiday shit show. Because every year they've got the pastor's kid they put in as Joseph, and he's always an asshole. Like, I'm sorry if you're a pastor's kid in here, but also, if you know, you know. And then they've got, they've got Mary in there. Then they've got some drug addict running the lights. Because everyone deserves an 800th chance, Church is a hospital for sick people. All right, let's have this guy on LSD and coke running the lights. And then that halo on baby Jesus, that's just a helmet because they're just dropping him all over the place. It's just always, I would love to see some actually organized religion. I don't think we've seen it yet. Just a thought. I think recycling's bullshit. Like, not the idea. The idea is good, but the implementation, I came from Seattle, and they purposely give you a tiny trash can to force you to recycle and then punish you if you don't. I don't have this kind of time to be rinsing peanut butter jars. Like, you're telling me you can predict climate change, but you cannot invent a robot that can rinse the peanut butter jar for me? So I've decided I'm going to put in the recycle bin what I think you guys should work on for next year to recycle. This old cat litter box with like acidic cat pee on it. Maybe we could recycle that. I'm going to put that in the recycle bin. I feel like y'all should be able to figure this out. This is what I'm voting for 2023. That's what the scientists are working on next. Recycle acidic cat litter boxes. My robot vacuum keeps threatening to return himself to Amazon. We never empty his dustbin. Poor Gary, that's his name. Gary. We never empty his dustbin. We've run him through dog shit. It's just like, how do I return myself on Amazon? Can I return myself? This poor little guy. That's only going to get worse if I get 2 Belgian Malinois and a Husky. So if I do that, somebody punch me in the face. The dogs will punch me in the face. The dogs will punch me in the face, and then you guys can do it too. Okay, let's do the nail polish one. I love that one. I'm not pro-choice when it comes to nail polish colors, specifically nail polish colors. I am not pro-choice. Some of these brands have 400 plus colors. I have a job. Like, we already know I'm struggling to get my work done, and Christy's emailing me every fucking 20 minutes. I don't need to be having an existential crisis on the floor of a Walmart trying to choose between 36 allegedly different hot pinks. Every season, they're releasing a bunch of new colors. There aren't any more colors. You did all of them. Why do we need more colors? And I don't know, like, if guys realize this, but you can get on a nail polish website and take a quiz to figure out what color you should buy and still end up doubting yourself. So here's why Revlon is my favorite brand. They make, like, I don't know, 30 colors. They don't give a shit. If they had a quiz, which they don't because they don't fucking care, but if they did, it would just be hot pink, yes or no. You want it? We don't care. Yeah. And they were the first to label their beauty products by part number. So I can send my husband to the store to buy nail polish like he's picking up an alternator. He may have no idea what bubbly fuchsia is, but man, part number 270, he can figure that out. Yes, it's a good system. Yeah. I'm hoping eventually they're going to have like a parts desk so he can call in and be like, yeah, I've got a 1984 white lady. Part number 270. That's gonna look great. Yeah. They've made a bunch of the same colors since 1939. They're like, you know what? It was good enough to beat Hitler. It's good enough for you to post on Instagram. That's good enough. Okay. I've been trying to eat healthier. People think that's ridiculous because I'm not particularly overweight, but I got a sugar problem. I got a bad sugar problem. Like, okay, so just a little comparison. I did Coke one time, sat down on the couch, and I was like, oh, I forgot my tacos in the truck. Pretty uneventful, okay? If I get into sugar more than one day in a row, I go on a bender. I used to have an office in a movie theater, and they told me you can eat whatever you want from concessions. Huge mistake. They're like, she's pretty small. How much damage could she really do? About as much as a rescue Belgian Malinois. I mean, but with Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, so you know what? I'll end on that. Thanks so much for your time.
Julia Eyerly, let's hear it for that hot shit right there. Told you she loves animals, loves dogs. Funny hot shit right there. Julia Eyerly, one more time. Hey, just applaud her. Please. Hot shit right there. All right, this next hot shit coming to the stage has been coming around here once a month for the past, 6 to 8 months. Very funny. Was new to comedy. Now is a complete veteran in killing the goddamn game. Please put your hands together for the very funny and talented Miss Shannon Brink.
My name is Shannon Tight Pussy Brink. I don't know how that didn't translate in the last 7 or 8 months. It's fucking weird. Yeah. That was okay. Sorry, I'm just doing a little looks around, trying to see who's here. You brought friends? What's the story? You know all about my tight pussy. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I resonated with a lot of the stuff that come. Talk to me in the bathroom. Okay. Settle down, guys. I'm getting hot. Okay. I've resonated with a lot of the things the comedians have been saying. My lips are chapped to hell. Okay. I'm a little high. I resonated because, like, I have ADHD, but, oh my God, thank you. I have ADHD, but it's like the autism kind, I guess. I don't know. And, like, I feel like my parents knew, and they just, like, didn't tell me, which is, like, super fucked up. Like, you knew. You knew this was how it was. I also do have a God complex, though. So, like, I think that everyone, like, my friends, anybody, like, they want to have sex with me. Like, no stops, you want to have sex with me. And because I have autism, I'll just stare at them. Like, I'm literally just, like... So I got really good at compliments because, like, that's... alarming. So someone is staring at you, so I just had to start being like, you're so pretty, you're so nice. Again, that just made them want to fuck me more, so it's like a conundrum. Like 45 boyfriends. You gotta do what you gotta do out here. You gotta make money, you gotta do your thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna tell you a little bit more about me. I have weak tear ducts, or like can't handle my emotions correctly. So what? I don't know. That's what the bitch therapist told me in middle school. I was like, I'm here for anger management. I fucking know. It turns out I just really hated losing. My basketball team was fucking horrible. Just started beating chicks out there. Thought that was better. Oh, other thing is. I have like nostalgia depression, so like I see old people and I just like start crying. I don't know, it's fucking weird. But there was an old gent at one of my shows a little bit ago, and like the whole time my jaw was quivering, and I think it's like because I think they're close to death, but they've also had such a good life. And sorry, I had to get sentimental there because that old guy was also like in the crowd telling better jokes than I was, and I was like, dude, you're fucking killing it. Like, take it. Take the fucking mic. You're awesome. And so me, I have a lot of friends too. I know, it's surprising, right? They all want to fuck me. It's just crazy. I have a couple of younger friends, a couple of older friends. It's interesting to see that dynamic. A couple of them are single, so they're handling the dating apps, all of that good stuff. And the problem with Hinge is the audacity of men. Okay? Some of these men, and it starts making me question myself because I'm looking through the men that have liked me, and I have a boyfriend now, so this is in the past, or I just do it for my friends because I love judging people. It's a kink of mine. Ew, right? For my friends. I'm like, no. But my friends have these guys in their matches that started questioning, like, are my friends uglier than I thought they were? Because these men you would never come up to me in a bar if you looked like you just walked out of Area 51 with a badass haircut, and you're coming at me at a bar. And now the things they're saying on Hinge, my older friend, had a guy tell her that his pants were itching for her. To me, that sounds like crabs or something. What's itching? No, what's itching? I don't like that. You wouldn't say that to me in public. You tell me that I have a tight pussy. My other friend, my younger friend, she is kind of dumb. That's okay. Like, she's a cool dumb. But we were in the Dollar Tree. You know the cool dumb. Yeah, like, she's not stupid. It's just like, what are you talking about? Okay, so we were at the Dollar Tree, and we're walking around getting stuff for a party, and we're going through the section, and she's like, hey, should we get some fedoras for the party? And I'm like, well, what you have in your hand is a feather boa. A fedora is a hat, and no. My older friend, she's smart, she's fine, but she does think that as a woman in her 30s, she's going to end up with a 21-year-old bartender. The fuck? the fuck you are if I have anything to say with it. I have to. I am out there with my friends, stiff arming them, getting them out of there. Like, get these men off of them. They're like, he's so cute. I'm like, he's 5'4" with a lazy eye. No, not again. That's the third one. I cannot do this. Oh my God, because I love going out. I love dancing. I'm dancing. But I am a look. Don't touch. This is art. This is a museum. I'm going to shake my ass and you can watch. You can watch. Ugh, get the fuck out of here. Okay. Also, something about me. I know we kind of like went off topic, talking about my friends, but like I like talking about me. Like I'm interesting, okay? I'm interesting. And my Uber drivers think so too, because I lie to my Uber drivers. I lie. And it's not about anything bad. Like, I'm not telling them something that's going to change their opinion of like the gays or something. I'm gay, so that would mean they just didn't like me. Hate crime. So here's the thing. I lie like about my name, my occupation, everything about me. So if at the beginning of this you're like, that is not Shannon Tight Pussy Lips Brink, that is Sarah. Yeah, you're my Uber driver. I lied. I am not a nurse. But it's fun. I also spread my delusions to my Uber drivers. I will just go off on my friends or like situations. By the end of the Uber drive, the guy's like, yeah, Becky's a fucking bitch. Cut her off. I'm like, period. Oh, I'm so sorry. The generation, that is not a joke. That is a different crowd. I just said that for. Sorry, that was like pure... that was instinct. I'm so sorry about that. That did not mean to end that joke like that. But, okay, because of these delusions, these lies, they feel that I'm really opening up. And that's what I feel kind of bad about, because people have opened up to me about the craziest shit I have ever fucking heard in my life in the back of an Uber driver. Can anybody attest this? Nobody else? Oh, you don't talk to them? Yeah, my friends hate me. They fucking hate me. I'm like, so how are you fucking doing everything in life? In life. Where did you start? Like the birth? Okay, now how long do we have? Talk faster. How long was it unplugged? Really, I got it. But I have a loud voice. Should I just? Okay, but the crazy Uber driver story, I have to tell you guys. Okay. No, it feels stupid. I can't. Okay, get this. You guys love the tea. So this chick is driving the car. She's a younger chick, like probably in her early 20s. She was in her early 20s. She was not in her early 20s. She was 19. She was 19 years old, and she's talking about this guy that she met. She met him at the prison. First time they ever had sex, he impregnated her. They were prison guards. He wasn't. I know. I gotta let that out. He wasn't a felon. They were guards together, but he was like 45 years old, right? Okay, age gap. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna be on this reality TV show where it's like me, him, and the wife, like us three, right? On TLC. And I'm like, what do you mean? What's happening? And she's like, yeah, his wife still lives, and we all live together with their children that are 16 and 15. That, I want to watch that on TV. That's so fun. I want to watch it all. Well, and then she said the 15-year-old has this little like chihuahua that it just lets poop in its room. So you have this whole, I know, you guys call CPS. I was on the phone. It's like, this is good TV, but this is wrong. Okay, so that's the story. She was nice. She was like, yeah, I really like need to meet friends. Like if you guys are ever going out. I'm like, what? why am I giving off this? Like, yeah, I want to fucking hang out at your house. I don't know. That was wild. That was a wild thing. Okay, so gonna talk about one of my other friends. She has borderline personality disorder. So when she pissed on my friend's carpet, she said it was someone else. It was. It was completely someone else. That's all right. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys with one thing, and I'm gonna leave you with, and if you're watching this and you don't want to hear the tiny pussy lips story, turn off now because we getting real and nasty up in here. Okay, so I have a rule of psychedelics that you should wear underwear. It's because I was at a party, first time doing psychedelics. I'm in a little mini skirt. I'm dancing. And my skirt is coming up, and my lips are hanging down to my knees. I know I said I had tight pussy lips, but they're hanging. And this guy comes up to me, and he says, Shannon, you have the tiniest, little, smallest pussy lips I've ever seen in my whole life. And at first, you'd be like, what? But I was like, you need to tell people that. Everybody here needs to know that. You need to go spread it around. So if you all introduce me, feel free to call me tight pussy lips. Yeah, but I got roast beef. It's a sandwich. It's a good one. And I love mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise.
Let's hear for that Shannon Brink right there. That's a hot shit right there. That's a hot shit right there. Shannon reminds me of my days in my sorority. We had fun. We had good times. My whole sorority, we went to Nam one year. We helped those people. Shannon Brink, one more time. Let's hear for that hot shit. Nasa. We are down to our final comedian of the evening, and I'm very excited. This hot shit, another comic that's been coming around for probably the past 6 months, a little newer to the game, but again, just a fucking monster and a beast, and we're just thrilled that she's here, and she's gonna close this bitch out. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the powerful and wonderful Monét.
All right, thank you guys for sticking around because I was a little concerned. It was a guy talking about he couldn't find his beer in the dark. I'm like, well, I'm black in the dark. And then y'all had that black bear with the pole up his ass. And then Sean, you made me go last. I'm like, what the hell? It was just like a super black night. But thank you very much. And this is not a dream. So this is realshit.com. All right. This past summer was fucking hot, was it not? Yes, it was hot. It almost made me leave. Ladies, it's too hot for a lot of shit. It's too hot for a lot of shit that we wear. My homegirl, right, she wanted to get a BBL this summer, Brazilian butt lift, you know what I'm talking about? As soon as I wheeled her ass out the hospital, her ass cheek collapsed and backfired. It was so hot outside. It was crazy. Yes, it collapsed and backfired. It fucking scared the shit out of me. It flipped her wheelchair up in the sky. It was a catastrophe. A catastrophe. Yeah. No, seriously, but I can't tell if it's the younger the females or the dumber the females, but they got all this shit on their fingernails. They gluing all this stuff on. Like, I tried to shake this girl's hand, and it was like she was handing me baby toys. There was, like, candy canes and, like, gummy bears and shit from the Dollar Tree all on her fingernails. I'm like, girl, it's too hot for this. It's too hot. And then they put the same stuff on their cell phone case, too, right? There's, like, all these little glow balls and keychains. She had a snow globe on the back of her cell phone case. I was like, I guess you're going to shake it up and think you're in Alaska or something, but I don't know. You cannot be good for you at all. But I also go by HypnoGoddess because I am a naturopathic doctor and a hypnotist. So not doing any hypnotism today, but with all that being said, I do not prescribe opioids. I prescribe mushrooms. I am your mushroom plug. Yeah, give it up, give it up. For those who like to get high with purpose, you know what I mean? That also means I'm a funny comedian without being high on cocaine like the other people that were just up here. Yeah. Yep, without the vapes. Yeah. But I don't judge. If y'all do whip it out, just be prepared to get an invoice, because I got hella student loans. I got a lot of student loans to pay. I do. And we all know medical advice nor vagina is free, right? So you got to pay up. Y'all got to pay up. So in the medical field, I'm always looking up medical news. Have you guys heard about the FDA approving the sale of lab-grown meat? That's gross. That is man-made meat, ladies. I was excited till I went down to the sex shop, and they said they don't carry none. I was like, shit. I'm tired of plastic and God-grown meat, okay? I don't want humans or nothing. Maybe they'll come out with something like AI, some AI meat. Instead of Alexa, I'd be like, Alejandro, vibrate harder. Alejandro. But anybody married in here? Married? Okay. Yeah, I really don't care. I just wanted to see who was single. Yeah, because I'm single. You know what I mean? Yeah. What about me being single? Oh, yeah. So there's nobody really single in here for me to date, because I can't date comics. They don't like to run the red light, and I don't like to have off season. So really can't mess with y'all too much at all. But my love life kind of sucks or whatever. It's a lot like my social media. I get a whole bunch of views, you know what I mean? I get a few comments and no subscribers at all. Like the algorithm doesn't match. It doesn't make any, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the algorithm is just all fucked up. But it's all good, because I'm in this weird place in my life right now where I'm transitioning. Yep, I'm transitioning. Nobody want to clap for that? Jeez, I'm transitioning naturally, though, because apparently getting older is just switching genders anyway. So I got this chin hair, and my voice is deepening. Yep. And my lips are hanging down like two saggy balls. I know, it's pretty, hey, amen, don't laugh. Some of y'all look like y'all transitioning too. Yep. What size bra you got on, bro? What size bra you got on? You keep eating that bullshit, you're gonna have free titties on the FDA. They're gonna take care of you and make sure you get your titties. Well, as a naturopathic doctor, a vegan, a hypnotist, as you can imagine, I am the black sheep of my black ass family. Okay, I'm more banned from my family than white people are from the sun. I'm sorry, I have to tell you. I know, we both need protectant. Because coming out as a hypnotist to my black family was like coming out the closet in the 80s. For real. They were like, nah, bitch. They don't want to look me in the eyes now. They were scared. They think I'm going to do something that they really like, but that they're going to regret later. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to pay my student loans. I got all these fucking student loans. Yeah, and it's crazy because student loan is a lot like child support. It really, really, really is. Except for you guys at least get to play with your fucking bills. I mean, kids, your kids or whatever. I'm stuck with student loans. It's basically like I've got a house worth of knowledge in my head. If I was to smoke too much weed, everything I paid for is just poof, gone. You know what I mean? It really, really sucks that I'm stuck with this type of stuff. But your kids came with an STD, and my degrees came with an STD too. So we're about the same. And the only difference is I can get rid of mine, and you have to come to me to get rid of yours. which is paying for my student loan. So it's just a vicious cycle that we're messing with. Speaking of STDs, I like sexy lingerie. Yeah, that's supposed to be a good segue. I love sexy lingerie. The more freakier the lingerie is, ladies, you know this, the more you have to pull it out the box nicely like a string of Christmas lights, because you don't want to like tangle it up and everything. It's crazy. Lingerie can get complicated, right? Yes, it really can. Have you ever tried to take off some skimpy lingerie and try to put that shit back on and couldn't figure it out? I did too one day after sex. I was like, I'm gonna put my lingerie back on and go on the balcony, and take some selfies and everything. But I was sitting on the balcony and I just kept smelling like booty juice and ass. I was like, what is going on? What is going on? And I had put the panty on as a veil. And my nose was sticking through the crotchless panty part. My nose was like sticking right through the crotchless. I was like, I'm just smelling ass because I don't know how to put this back on right. I got to go back on the website and figure out how to put it on. Yep. Even the little like ribbon that came off, I don't know how to put that back on. I just tie my edges down or tie my plants up with it. Lingerie could be complicated as hell. As a doctor, I think lingerie needs instructions to come with it because it's just way, way, way too complicated. So I kind of tell you guys, I'm trying to figure out how to balance my life between being a respectable doctor. I went to Harvard. I'm smart now, all those things. Thank you. Thank you. But I like to laugh. I like to smoke. Marijuana, yes. I have my medical card. I am a cancer survivor as well. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But what I'm trying to figure out is, like, when I'm not smoking, I'm cool. I'm focused and everything. But when I do smoke, I like smoke, like big girl smoke. Like, mosquitoes hate me because when they bite me, they just get the munchies and they got to work overtime all night just biting people for no fucking reason, right? One night, I smoked so much, I literally turned into an edible, like myself. I was like 5,000 milligrams of chocolate. 5,000 milligrams of chocolate. I did. And I knew I was an edible because my guy was going down on me. And all of a sudden, he just went into a marijuana coma and fucking went to sleep. I was like, what is going on? About an hour later, he woke up. Yeah. I'm a green sour apple edible right here. Yeah. But he woke up about an hour later like, babe, I'm still hungry. I'm like, well, go back to eating. Because head is my love language. You're doing a great job. Like, keep going, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, babe, I got cotton mouth. I'm like, dang, I ain't never been dry before, so I just squirted in his face. And he was trying to say something. I said, didn't your mother tell you don't talk with your mouth full? Jeez, just let me be an edible right now. I love it. So I have 2 dad jokes for you guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and let you guys have your nice, sweet evening. So what do you call an African that masturbates? An Afrobeat. An Afrobeat. An Afrobeat. All right, one more. What is over R. Kelly's bed? What is over R. Kelly's bed? A canopy. A canopy. A canopy. All right, that's my time, y'all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Monét. Very funny, and I will say this, she smells great, and the mic smells great. Monét, let's hear for that hot shit. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, yeah, you guys were wonderful and fantastic. Thanks for coming out. There's karaoke next door, and we're here every week at the same time doing the same thing. So thank you very much for coming out. Have a good night and get home safe. Thank you.
This is